Welcome back. We'll be looking at how to build up rates for Gypsum board. That's what we'll be looking at today. And before we move further, I just want us to know that you could get the link of the materials from the description. We have templates for we have templates, and then we also have materials. These materials that I'm sharing now, you have it at the description. Please, once we are done, you can check and get it from there. So we'll be moving now. Let me share my screen. Okay, so welcome back. We'll be looking at how to build up rate for gypsum board. We have different kinds of ceiling materials. We have POP, and then we have polystyrene, and then we have gypsum board. But today, I want to show us how to calculate and build up rates for gypsum board. And first of all, we'll be looking at the materials. We need to know the names of all the materials that is needed for the job. Okay, and here we have the gypsum board itself, and then per sheet of the board costs 18,100. We have ceiling profile, because ceiling profiles would be needed. Wall angle would be needed. Corner beats would also be needed. Wire rod would be needed. Adjuster would be needed. Black screw would be needed. Tapping screw would be needed. Anchor would be needed. Concrete nail would be needed. Okay, so this numbers of materials that we have here would cover for 278 square meters. Okay, so these I've applied this in one of our projects, so that's why I'm making these explanations, because this practical. For 278 square meters, the amount of gypsum board that you need is 85 sheets. The amount of ceiling profiles that is needed is 22 bundle. The amount of wall angle that you need is 300 pieces. The amount of corner beads that you need is 150 pieces. The amount of wire rods that you need is 2 bundle. The amount of adjuster that's needed is 400 pieces. Amount of black screw that's needed is 15 packs. The amount of tapping screw that you need is 2 packets. The amount of anchor that you need is 4 packets. The amount of concrete nails that you need is 1.5-inch concrete nail. You need 20 packs. Okay, from here we have, these are all the unit prices that we have. So mind you, we are trying to get for 1 square meters, because we are trying to build up rates, right? So we'll make provisions for transportation. So we're adding 1% of the total amount of these items. 1% of it would cover for transportation. So when you sum up everything, we'll be having 2,820,200. Once you divide it by the square meter, which is 278, it will give us 10,144. So this is for 1 square meter, right? Then we are making an allowance of 1% for transportation, which is 101.44. So once we add it together, it will give us 10,245.44. So we've gotten the cost for 1 square meter. Okay, then labor per square meter involve so now we have a labor that also involves screeding of it, because once you lay the gypsum board you have to screed it as well. Okay, so per square meter is 2,500, which includes screeding of the gypsum board. So we are going to add material plus our labor, which is for 1 square meter, 10,245.44 plus 2,500 for 1 square meter. Then we'll be adding 15% overheads and profit. Okay, so when we've done adding overheads and profits, the total um, we'll have per square meter is 14,657.256 per square meter. So this is the cost for 1 square meter of gypsum board. Okay, so please, I want us to follow me, and then I also want you to also share this class as well. If you need the PDF and other templates, check on the description button. You will see the link there where you can get all the necessary materials. Thanks for watching. We move to the next one.